Golden Opportunities is paid for by Elder Productions.
Hello, I'm Lori Steiner. Welcome to Golden Opportunities.
Today, how's your health? We'll check up on the medical news you can use. Does your presidential favorite have a plan for Social Security? We'll tell you how to find out. Then, it's awards season. Is your smile ready for the red carpet? We'll help you be worthy of any camera close-up. Plus, the Academy Awards are tonight. So who will win? We'll preview the possibilities. And you're ready to sell your home. We'll unpack advice to help you with the big move.
It's time to get GOing, so pull up a chair and join us at our kitchen table for Golden Opportunities. Your stomach clenches, your mouth gets dry, your heart beats faster. The diagnosis? Stress. But wait, does that mean our reactions to reality can beat up our bodies? There is a body of evidence that says yes. And Roseanne Radzewitz is here to help us be mindful about how good mental health does a body good. Roseanne is a clinical nurse specialist with a specialty in psychiatric mental health nursing at Metro Health. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit more about the mind and body connection.
Well, there's a very strong link between the mind and the body, as we probably all can attest to. When we get stressed, our bodies produce certain chemicals to help us take care of the situation, run away from the situation, or freeze.
The fight or flight thing?
Right, exactly. We all heard that in school. But the truth is, we all kind of have certain symptoms that we do. And traditionally, you know, we tighten our muscles. We get kind of pull up our shoulders because we've heard something we are not prepared to hear. And if we repeatedly do that, we can actually start getting pain in that part of our bodies. Certainly our stomachs can take a lot of heat because we start to lose the blood supply to that when we're under stress, and we don't tend to digest as easily as possible. So then our stomachs give us grief as well.
Yeah, I get it in the gut all the time. I know that's what the stress is causing for me. So we know our bodies physically react. And we also make unhealthy choices when we're stressed out, and that affects our bodies as well, right?
Right, certainly it does. When we're under stress, we tend to want to lay around a lot more, perhaps eat stuff that is not particularly healthy for us, and we don't sleep as well. So those things contribute to our health as well.
Okay, are there conditions where the mind-body connection is particularly strong?
Yes, there is. And certainly mental health diagnoses such as depression and anxiety have a strong mind-body relationship. So we do know that there's a significant number of people with mental illness that have physical illnesses. We have most mental health affects prevalence, progression, and outcome of some of today's most pressing chronic diseases such as diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. But depression itself can also precede a physical health issue such as...
Depression can make you sick, even.
Yes, it can. Yes, coronary artery disease, stroke, colorectal cancer, back pain, irritable bowel syndrome, multiple sclerosis, and possibly type 2 diabetes. So while we know we can actually treat diabetes effectively and help that mental health component, we may not actually be able to cure the physical component that it preceded. But we certainly know that if we treat mental health components, we will improve the outcomes, reduce pain and suffering, improve quality of life.
Okay, so you got to treat mind and body here, it sounds like.
Absolutely.
All the time. So how do we minimize the effect of stress and mental health issues on our bodies?
Well, first of all, sometimes we're aware of stress. We can tell we're worrying and we're stressing out, or we say things that are, gosh, you know, I have a stomach ache. But sometimes our bodies are actually our teachers, and that's what I'm trying to promote, is that when we start to feel things, take a breath, slow down, say, what's going on? Why am I feeling like this? Maybe there's something going on here that I can work with. And when we do that, we change our posture, we change what we're eating, we change our breath. We actually can improve our outcomes. So for mild to moderate depressions or mental health disorders, you might find some things like good sleep, healthy nutrition, and exercise. And I'm a big proponent for yoga because of its strength in teaching us to be mindful of our bodies and our health. Screening, meditation, and counseling have been useful in managing these stressful things. You can get a group, a mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, individual therapists, counseling groups, online programs are all very helpful.
Even online?
Yes.
I didn't even know that they had counseling online.
Well, there's skill sets that we can teach people, and then they can participate and do that on their own, and then participate and talk to help them practice more often.
So really, the stress is the same thing that you say for everything. A healthy diet, exercise, get enough sleep, take care of yourself.
That's absolutely right. Yes.
Mind over matter, though, is easier said than done. Just ask your body. Help all of your health, mind and body, by following Roseanne's advice. For more ideas, use the information that's coming up next. My thanks to Roseanne for joining us today.
Thank you.
To learn more, call Metro Health at 216-778-7800 or visit their website, www.metrohealth.org. Next, where does your candidate stand on Social Security? But first, tomorrow we take a leap into an extra day that only occurs once every 4 years. There are 2 other important events that arise every leap year as well. Can you confirm what crops up on our calendars? We're scheduled to give you the answer when we return.
Hilltop Village Apartments is retirement living at its best. Residents enjoy a wide variety of activities and living services with all large first-floor apartments, private screened-in patios with beautiful park views, daily dining room meals, free laundry facilities, 24-hour staff, and so much more. Enjoy safe, comfortable independence at a very affordable price. Call today for a tour and learn how you can get your first month's rent free. Hilltop Village Apartments, retirement living at its best.
Every leap year also determines the date of our presidential elections and the occasion of this Summer Olympics. Coincidentally, in each of these events, someone is leaping for joy when they wind up the winner.
Ohio's primary election is just a few weeks away, and for seniors, the subject of Social Security could take center stage. Do you know if your presidential candidate has a plan for Social Security? Linda Fegler is here with an easy way to find out. Linda is a volunteer for AARP Ohio. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
So we all know that Social Security is important, but
Yes.
Remind us why.
Well, so Social Security is a promise that's been kept for generations. We pay into it, and we receive the benefits that we've earned. But as we enter the 21st century, Social Security really does need to be updated. And if it isn't, future retirees can lose as much as $10,000 a year. And so far, our leaders have not addressed that issue. And the longer the time passes, the harder it's going to be to reach a decision on how to update Social Security for future generations.
What, don't all the candidates have a plan of action for Social Security?
Surprisingly, no.
Oh, man.
It's incredible. So that's why AARP is encouraging people to find out if there is a plan, if their preferred presidential candidate has a plan, and what that plan entails.
And you promised an easy way to do that.
Absolutely, we always do that, which is go to takeastand.aarp.org.
Okay.
And on there, you will see pictures of the candidates. Some of the pictures are blurred. Those are people that have dropped out of the race. But each candidate's picture is there, and you can find out if they have a plan.
Okay, so we can see if they have a plan,
Right.
but how do we find out what that plan might be?
You click on their photo or their photo or their name, and the plan will come up. The plan will be profiled on what they intend to do to keep Social Security financially sound for future generations.
Okay. And AARP is providing this service.
Right.
Are you making a recommendation as to the best plan or the best candidate?
Absolutely not. AARP does not endorse candidates. But what we do is we try and encourage people to pay attention to the issues out there. And one of them is Social Security. So if you go on to takeastand.org, you can see what your preferred candidate believes. Also, the main page has updates, so when candidates mention Social Security on the campaign trail, or if they debate it, people who go on to Take a Stand can see what they're saying now.
Oh, okay. So it's always updated.
Always updated.
Because I'm sure that's ever changing too.
Absolutely, always changing.
And then we can get involved as well.
And we encourage that. Sign up for our instant emails that talk about what's new on the site, and also find out ways that you can get involved if this is an issue that's important to you, to help us keep Social Security financially sound and adequate for future generations, and our kids and grandkids too.
All right. It's a very important topic.
It is.
Social Security just isn't incredibly important for many retirees. It's also vital for future generations to come. To learn where your candidate stands and if they have a plan, use the information that's coming up next. My thanks to Linda Fegler for sharing the Take a Stand campaign with us today.
Thank you.
For more information, call AARP of Ohio at 866-389-5653 or log on to takeastand.aarp.org. Next, a celebrity-styled smile. Looking for places to go, things to do? Welcome to our community calendar. Enjoy Broadway's best as the sweet sounds from the many musicals of Rodgers and Hammerstein fill Severance Hall when the Cleveland Orchestra performs Friday, March 11th. To score your ticket, take note of this number, 216-231-1111, or tap your computer keys to www.clevelandorchestra.com.
Many celebrities shield themselves from the glare of the spotlight with sunglasses. As well, will no doubt see when they take the red carpet tonight for the Academy Awards. Even so, their smile is sure to take the center stage. Dentist to the stars, Steve Marsh is here with the inside scoop on creating a celebrity-styled smile for yourself. So, okay, I've got these shades on. These aren't really celebrity shades, are they?
Well, in our office, Lori, we treat all our patients like celebrities, but these are actually protections. So where stars use sunglasses to protect themselves from the paparazzi, we do it to keep the debris and that sort of thing out of the patient's eyes. And you know what? It's also a little bit more relaxing having those shades over them.
Yeah, you can kind of close your eyes and relax. So all eyes are on celebrities all the time. But that probably particularly includes their smiles, right?
It does, and I thought the best way to do it would be to look at a few pictures before and afters of celebrities, not people I necessarily took care of, obviously, but look at Tom Cruise. He had a bad crown in the front. You see one tooth much brighter and the others, and look how nicely that was done. Again, you see the smile line that we frequently talk about.
Right.
Here's Demi Moore, and you can see the same thing before and after. What a difference it is. And when you see a person, whether it's a celebrity or one of the patients in our practice, you can get a beautiful smile like that. It's all very achievable today.
Okay, and you've worked on a few local celebrities in your time, so you got some pictures of that too.
Yeah, we do, and the first one is our good friend Fred Griffith, and Fred and I have known each other for years. We used to do the morning exchange together, and here we are discussing what he came in for, and we like to sit around a table so that I can tell him what I think can be done, and it's important for the patient, whether it's Fred or someone else, to tell me what they'd like. He's nice enough to allow me to share this. And there's Fred before, and there's Fred after. And I think Fred did this in his 70s, but you can see what a beautiful smile and what a difference it is when you see the person with those nice teeth done. Again, we use some veneers and some whitening and some crowns to give them that beautiful smile.
And there's a local celebrity who kind of prefers to keep a little bit more private, but you've got some pictures of that as well.
Yeah, and she's a media person here in Cleveland, and we did some work on her. We've been fortunate enough to take care of a number of people in the media. And in Cleveland, I suppose those are some of our celebrities. So what you can see on her lower teeth, let me just show that for a minute. If you look at the lowers, all I did there was some easy reshaping. It took 15 minutes to a half hour, and it eliminated some of the chips in the lower teeth. And in the upper teeth, she had had some crown work, some bonding done. We had removed all of that and did some porcelain veneers, gave her a nice shape. She was thrilled with the result, and something that she was proud of when she shows on TV.
Yeah, but as you said before, your real stars are your actual patients.
Absolutely.
So we have a few patients to talk about as well.
Yeah, and it would give us a chance to show what we can do before and after and what things can be done in dentistry today.
There we go.
So this is a woman who came to me. Interesting, she was somebody who took care of her family and never thought she was somehow deserving of a beautiful smile, and she took care of her kids and her husband and everybody in the community, very giving person. So she came in with some old bridge work, and over the years it had yellowed, it had darkened, the shapes weren't exactly proportional, so we did bridge work there. She was missing a few teeth and gave her that beautiful smile. You can see the smile line. The before picture that she allowed us to share, I asked her to smile for the camera. She wouldn't smile.
No teeth.
No teeth. And she had teeth, but they weren't in, again, particularly good shape. There's her after, something she's proud of. And I have to tell you, her husband and daughter are very supportive. We're also thrilled for her to take care of herself. And here's somebody else who had a smile that she wasn't proud of. You can see the teeth are dark. Again, people in their 60s, over the years, things had spread around. And again, this is all porcelain veneers, gave her a beautiful smile. And she said it really was life-changing for her, very spiritual person, and meant a lot to her and her community.
That's great. That's great. Well, if you want a spotlight-worthy smile, then give Steve a call. He can help give your smile a leading role in your overall appearance.
See what Dr. Stephen Marsh can do for your smile by calling 440-461-1003 or visit www.clevelandsmiles.com. Next, and the Oscar goes to... It's time to get up and go, an exercise segment on golden opportunities.
Hello everybody, I'm Mike Carbon from Breakout Fitness, and we're here today to show you how to work every major muscle in the lower body with one simple exercise. You ready to go?
I am ready.
Let's do it. Okay. We have a chair next to us here in the studio. You should have some firm surface next to you just in case you get trouble when you're at home. All we're going to do is stand with good posture. We're going to keep our feet shoulder width apart. We're simply going to take one big step out in front of us, dip down so both legs are at about a 90-degree angle, and push yourself back up. Alternate. Let's go ahead and switch legs, down and up. In this particular movement, we want to do at least 20 repetitions so we can at least get 10 for each side. How you feeling?
Dynamite.
Dynamite, all right. Notice Lori has great posture here. She's doing good. Make sure you breathe. Exhale with exertion, inhale as your body's resting. And now it's your turn to get up and go.
For your copy of the exercise booklet, send $1 for postage to Golden Opportunities, 6105 Parkland Boulevard, Suite 140, Mayfield Heights, Ohio, 44124.
The Academy Awards can have all the drama, comedy, and stars of the films they honor. So tonight, who will take home the Oscar for Best Picture? Rich Heldenfels is here to announce who he would give the award to. Rich is the pop culture writer for the Akron Beacon Journal. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me again.
So before we focus on the films, we probably should talk a little bit about who won't probably be walking down that red carpet.
Yeah, we know Spike Lee won't be there. We know Jada Pinkett Smith won't be there, and some other people, because there is an attempt to boycott the Oscars because for the second year in a row, all 20 acting nominees are white.
That's
in a year when
amazing.
there were really valuable things. And Chris Rock, who is hosting, has apparently thrown out his original monologue and is writing a new one dealing with this issue. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Well, for better or worse, the award show's still going to go on. So we're going to project your best picks, your best ideas of what's going to happen for the Best Picture. And there's 8 nominees,
Yes.
so there's a lot to think about. So beginning with The Big Short.
The Big Short is about what was happening before the financial crisis in the late 2000s, and financial guys who figured out something was going to go terribly wrong and were trying to figure out basically how to make money out of it. And it's Brad Pitt and a number of other good actors. So.
Okay, chances?
It's already won at least one major award, so we'll see what happens.
Okay. Next up is Bridge of Spies.
Bridge of Spies, Tom Hanks, Steven Spielberg directing. It's based on the spy swap that happened in the 60s when the U-2 pilot Francis Gary Powers was traded for a Soviet spy at the time. Mark Rylance, who was playing the Soviet spy, is nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
Chance?
No.
Okay. Well, okay, third, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, Saoirse Ronan, a good Irish actress, plays a woman who in the early 50s comes from Ireland to Brooklyn, settles in there, and then some circumstances send her back to Ireland, and she has to figure out what to do with the rest of her life.
Okay.
And she's nominated for Best Actress as well.
Okay, well then it's Chance.
Hard to tell.
Okay. Bit of a surprise, Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, well, continuing the great Mad Max saga, but with Tom Hardy now in the lead.
Completely different, really.
Huge effects, very entertaining, very silly movie. There is talk that it has a chance to win, or at least win Best Director, and we will have to see what happens with that.
My goodness. Number 5 is The Martian.
The Martian. This is the Matt Damon is stuck on Mars movie. Ridley Scott, well-respected director, is unfortunately not nominated, so there's a chance that maybe, as has happened in the past, they'll give the Best Picture nod to that to make up for overlooking the director. And Matt Damon's very good in it as well.
Okay, that's one I really would like to see. The Revenant. Ooh.
If you're an animal lover, don't go. That's all I can say. Leonardo DiCaprio will probably get Best Actor for it. It's a period piece. He's out in Indian country. His son is killed. He is severely injured, and he has to find his way to get back to a frontier outpost to enact his revenge on the guy who has done him and his son so much harm.
Okay. Chance?
possible.
Right.
The director won, and of it won last year, and won for Best Picture last year as well.
Okay, so maybe it's somebody else's time. Who knows? Heading into the home stretch, Room.
That's my pick for Best Picture.
Oh.
That's my favorite of the lot. It's about a young woman who has been kidnapped, held captive for 7 years, has had a child while in captivity, living in a small shed, and what is happening in her life then and what happens after she and her son get out. Brie Larson is the odds-on favorite for Best Actress for her performance in that.
Sounds like one I should see as well. And
it's set in Akron, by the way.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
Oh, well, excellent.
It wasn't shot here, but it is set here.
Oh, okay. Last but not least, Spotlight.
Spotlight. In any other year, Spotlight would probably be my favorite of it. It's about the Boston Globe investigation of priest abuse of children some years ago, and the expose that resulted about it, focusing on how the reporters, so you can see why I like it so much, how the reporters went about investigating and uncovering all that was going on.
That whole
Terrific
big cover-up
cast,
stuff. Yeah.
and just a really, really well-made movie.
Okay, so you want to win, is that
I want Room to win,
and what do you think?
There's a chance, but there's been, it's been all over the place. There's no overwhelming favorite this year. There is a following for Big Short. There is a following for The Revenant. And we'll just have to see, how these voters go, especially that they can sort of rank their preferences now.
Well, it'll be interesting. We'll have to tune in tonight.
I will be watching.
Tonight, you can see if Rich's picks and your own favorite film will win. My thanks to Rich for a picture-perfect segment.
Thanks.
Find out more by calling Rich Heldenfels at 330-996-3582 or email him at rheldenfels@thebeaconjournal.com. Next, moving out.
Here at Metro Health, you know you matter when it matters most. Here, we are the city's best at preparing for the world's worst. Here, we are the only verified burn center in Ohio for adults and children. Here, you'll find exceptional clinicians with extraordinary hearts. So the work we do here at Metro Health makes an impact here, out here, and right here. Metro Health, we're here for you, for all of you.
Did you miss a phone number or website? Then here's your second chance, because we're going to list all of that information again. Then we'll be back with help for you when you sell your home. The second most difficult experience most people face is buying a home. The first most difficult experience? Selling a home. My law partner, Michael Salm, will give you the 5 steps you should take to sell your home. So welcome.
Hi, Lori.
So if you're going to sell your home, what's the first thing you should do?
Well, the first thing, you want to get a sense of what your house is worth. So you can go on the county auditor's website and look at houses near you and get a sense. You can also, there are a lot of public websites like Zillow that you can look at and get an idea of what your house is worth. Or in certain situations, you might want to hire a professional appraiser who might be able to give you a better idea of what your house is worth.
Okie doke. So that's a good first step. How about the second step?
Second step is hire an attorney. You need someone to make sure you follow all the steps and all the rules and review the real estate purchase agreement. You might want to consider hiring a real estate agent to help you. Now, both of them are going to cost you money, but hopefully in the long run, they save you more than you spend.
Sure.
Most residential deals, real estate deals, the attorney will charge a fixed fee. For the real estate agent is going to charge typically a commission that's going to be based on the price of the house.
Okay. And the third step?
The third step, and this is really important, you need to fill out when you sell a home a residential property disclosure form. It's published by the Ohio Department of Commerce. You can get it online. And you answer a lot of questions in this form. You go and talk about water leakage. Is there anything in the roof or in the basement? Any cracks in the foundation in the house? Termites or other bugs that you might have in the house. Any mechanical systems, if you're having problems with the plumbing or the electric, heating and air conditioning, you need to report that. Finally, if there's asbestos, and more recently in the news, lead paint, you need to disclose that. Matter of fact, if your house is built prior to a certain period of time, there's a special form you have to give to disclosing the potential for lead paint. It's a 5-page document. It's detailed. Answer it truthfully. If you answer it truthfully, you're reducing the chance that someone's going to sue you later because you forgot to disclose something.
Yeah, that's a really important one, sounds like. How about the 4th step?
Seems obvious. Put the deal in writing. And once you work out the details, put all that in a document, have it reviewed by your attorney, and then make sure it's signed. And I also recommend, if you're selling the house, ask for some money up front, earnest money, so that you make sure this buyer is a real person.
Okay. And the 5th step?
Well, I lied. There's more than 5 steps, and I just don't have the time to go through them all. There are a lot of things. For example, if the financing is FHA or VA, they may require all sorts of different things about who pays what expenses and those sort of items. You need to address that. If a bank is involved, they're going to require title insurance, and you need to look into that. Some of the communities have point-of-sale inspections, so before you sell the house, they come out and look at it. So there are all sorts of different rules, and you need to follow those rules when you sell the house.
Okay, make that one worst experience a little easier.
Yes, that's right.
If you're about to sell your home, which may be one of your largest assets, you need to make sure you follow all of the steps so you don't have problems later. If you have any questions at all, give Mike a call. The number's next.
Call Solomon, Steiner, and Peck at 1-888-236-5173 for more information or to schedule a speaker for your organization. Or log on to www.ssnplaw.com.
Thanks for joining us. On next week's show, your loved one needs more help than you can give. But how do you find the right person or the place to help you? We'll guide you. Then, do you know a senior who's a standout when it comes to volunteering? They could be honored with an award. We'll tell you how. And changes may be coming to Medicaid, important changes. We'll update you on the latest information. But until then, please remember to make the most of your golden opportunities.
If you'd like to join our kitchen conversation, visit our website, www.goldenopportunities.tv. Like us on Facebook. Call us at 440-742-GO-TV or email us at kitchen@goldenopportunities.tv. We'd love to hear from you.
Golden Opportunities is paid for by Elder Productions.